Good afternoon. I am Kyung-hye Clara Kim, the spokesperson of Korea Patriots Party. According to U.S. President Mr. Trump's comment through his tweet last night of Korean time, he said that he spoke to the president of South Korea, Moon Jae-in, and got informed of the long gas lines forming in North Korea. However, that is not the true voice of real Korea. Today, I am making this address to speak directly to the world at my own risk, since horrendously, the current president of South Korea, Moon Jae-in, is not truly representing the whole nation or the people of Korea. The legacy of current Moon Jae-in government is still in strong doubt, while the true president of Korea, Ms. Park Geun-hye, was illegally impeached and is now in prison with her human rights being severely infringed. President Park Geun-hye was impeached with no constitutional ground, but only by fabricated news and so-called mob justice of candlelight demonstrators. They claimed that President Park Geun-hye deceived and mocked the people of Korea and the whole nation by her alliance with her lifelong friend and her engagement in corruption to take bribery from Samsung. 4 times a week, over 10 hours each time of the court running, they speculated all the records and interrogated hundreds of witnesses, but found no legal evidence for a single criminal act. And yet, the prosecutors of current government are trying to fish up other causes to constrain President Park Geun-hye. This is a serious infringement on her human right, and millions of people of Korea are now on the street shouting for her release and for the justice and human rights to be protected and cherished in Korea. Under snow or rain, vicious cold or heat, these people have been out on the street crying out for help of the peace advocates and the world, but it was in vain. Since we are so powerless and totally deprived of our voice by the fake government, fake judiciary, and the fake press. So I plead to the world, the whole world, the leaders of UN and US, and any nations who advocate democracy, world peace, and human rights around the world. The current government of South Korea, Moon Jae-in government policy toward North Korea is against the will or the hope of the majority of the people of Korea. Korea Patriots Party and millions of its supporters urge to the UN society that we are duly with the UN policies against North Korea, and that we are strongly against the second generation of so-called sunshine policy of current Moon Jae-in government in Korea. We claim that President Park Geun-hye is the only true president of South Korea who can handle the brutal regime of Kim Jong-un of North Korea. World leaders of UN, you are the first-hand witnesses to see clearly what happened in Korea as soon as Ms. Park Geun-hye was stepped down and Moon Jae-in took office. The patriotic people of Korea are now suffering from the deep trauma of national crisis. The national crisis we witnessed, exactly the same crisis as the time when the flourishing South Vietnam was taken over by the devastated communists of North Vietnam. I ask you, world peace and human rights advocates, members of UN, and our longtime allies, US and Japan, please listen to the desperate cry of people of Korea and help us. Help us for the sake of the justice and the peace of the world. Thank you. 기자 여러분께 다시 한번 호소합니다. 지금 저희는 대한애국당과 그리고 지금 매주 토요일 대한애국당과 함께 서울 마로니에서 태극기 집회를 열고 있는 애국 국민들을 대신하여 부당하게 불법 사기 탄핵당하고 지금 주 4회 하루 10시간 이상씩 살인적인 재판을 받으며 인권 유린당하고 있는 박근혜 대통령의 석방과 그리고 대한민국 그리고 세계 평화를 위해 UN 대북제재 결의안에 철저히 우리가 같이 협조하며 북한에 대항해서 북한 핵 해체를 위해서 세계 평화를 위해서 우리가 함께 할 것임을 강력히 호소하였습니다. 지금 월남이 공산화될 때와 똑같은 현상이 벌어지고 있는 이 국내의 위기 상황을 기자 여러분들께서 충분히 인식하시고 널리 보도하여 주시기 간절히 호소합니다.